Hi, my name is Hughes McCormack and I work at Glasgow University as a research assistant with the Scottish Learning Disabilities Observatory. I'm working on a project looking at the quality of healthcare provided in general practice settings for people with learning disabilities in Scotland. People with learning disabilities are known to experience health inequalities such as high rates of poor health, multimorbidity and premature deaths. People with learning disabilities may also experience poorer management of their health in healthcare settings compared to other people. If this is the case, that would increase health inequalities experienced by people with learning disabilities. However, not a lot is known about the management of long-term conditions in general practice healthcare settings for adults with learning disabilities. The aim of this study was to investigate management of long-term health conditions within general practice settings for adults with learning disabilities compared with the general population. This was investigated at 2 time points to determine whether good practice in relation to health condition management improves over time. The study was undertaken in part of the Geographical Health Boards of Greater Glasgow and Clyde. Participants' healthcare records were used for the study. In 2010, the sample was 721 adult participants with learning disabilities, and in 2014 there was around 4,000 adults with learning disabilities. We found that long-term health conditions were more common for adults with learning disabilities compared to the general population of Greater Glasgow and Clyde Health Board. Specifically, adults with learning disabilities had higher rates of epilepsy, psychosis, asthma, diabetes, hypothyroidism and heart failure. We were able to compare figures for 2010 versus 2014 on 34 quality indicators relating to management of 8 long-term conditions and health promotion activities. In 2010, people with learning disabilities received poorer care than the general population on almost all of the indicators across conditions, with a proportion of 74%. However, the findings indicated some improvements in 2014 from 2010. In 2014, people with learning disabilities received poorer care than the general population on some indicators across conditions, with a proportion of 49%. Despite improvements, achievement rates were still poorer for the people with learning disabilities compared to the general population. This study has found that long-term health conditions are not being managed as well in general practice settings for patients with learning disabilities compared to the general population. And this has been further investigated by the Scottish Learning Disabilities Observatory.